Hello, I am D-Man, back with another Total Drama video. This time I am ranking the episodes from the new season. Spoilers for the new season if you haven't seen it yet. Yeah, this video is going to have all the spoilers. Otherwise, yeah, let's just get right into it. I also have the IMDb page for each episode, so I can sort of compare my own rating and whatnot. And of course, I've gone for instead of an S, A, B, C, D, F kind of ranking, I've gone for numbers, so 10 out of 10 episode. Literally perfect. Uh, less than 5 out of 10, the episode's kind of deep. So first of all, we'll talk about episode 1, the introductory episode for these new characters, and I feel like it's good. No, I feel like it's good. I feel like it's solid. It doesn't feel groundbreaking or anything, but it does feel solid. The elimination is it's pretty. If the trailers didn't give it away, it would have been a pretty shocking elimination. Even though my only problem with it is it's not explained super well. I wanted to see a little bit more build up to the elimination, but it's fine. And yeah, Caleb, he gets shafted. Guy has no lines. It's a shame because I actually really like Caleb's voice. But yeah, I hope Caleb does better the next season. I think it's a good introductory episode. I do like Emma and Chase's thing initially. It's something different that we haven't seen on the show before. Even if it might go on for like 10 episodes, but this is episode 1. It's good. Yeah, I guess it's good. It's not amazing. It doesn't stand out. It's just solid. Now episode 2. Now this episode is this is so good, and people clearly agree. Look at that 8.8. Yeah, it's just I don't know something about the challenge feels really cool. The I like I like trying to get revenge. I like ZZ is really good in this episode. Accent knocking Ripper, just kicking him in the face. That was really good. Yeah, I don't even mind the elimination that much. I think it's a decent elimination. Um, Anything else in my mind? Yeah, Scary Girl and Damien were good. It was just I don't know something this episode just it stands out. Just it works well. Episode 3. Okay, I'm actually gonna change. I'm gonna put episode 1 up. Oh, let me think about this for episode 3. This is definitely not as good as the first 2. Yeah, I'll put it there. I'll change it to this. Yeah, so episode 1's actually it's just solid. Like it's just really solid. It doesn't stand out, but it does what it does well. Episode 3, I find the elimination it's pretty predictable. It's Michelle's whole thing where she's like, "Oh, nothing." It's like kind of drags on, and then there's also that bit where like all of a sudden she somehow gets like the code number, even though the code number should have been blown halfway across the island by now. But you know, somehow after crying for like 5 minutes, it's just right there. Whatever doesn't make an impact at all. Scary Girl, I will say Scary Girl was good in this episode. Damien was good. I can see. I'm trying to. I'm trying to think. This episode, I guess Ripple was pretty good, actually. So Yeah, I want to see what the IMDb. The IMDb says it's 8.6, which is it's not that good. I disagree. It's not that good. I don't even the cameo here. Like, the cameo in this. I want to talk about that because it doesn't make sense to me. If this takes 15 years after the first season, so around a decade after the first race, how come Rock and Spud, which came in this episode, look exactly the goddamn same as they did a decade? It's just a continuity thing, and it just kind of bothers me. Like the cameo, but should have aged him up. But whatever. Yeah, Michelle was okay. That's just elimination was kind of meh. Episode 4, though, this episode this is probably my favorite episode. It's so good. 8.9. I agree. I think on this it's the second highest. Yes, it is. For me, this is challenge is excellent. Yeah, the challenge is excellent. It's the it's the taking the flag, capture the flag challenge. It's kind of funny now because my little fan made series Total Drama Destiny also has a capture the flag kind of style challenge. Um, so it's nice to see that it's nice to see them actually do it as well, and to see it done so well. Scary Girl was great. Ripper was fantastic. Roger and Bowie, they were cute. Wayne was good. Julie was good. Everyone was good. Damien was good. MK was good. Like everyone was good. Even Chase, which I don't like a ton. He had his little moment in the episode where he's like, "And you're not gonna be safe," and yeah, and this is and Million Priya was just a nice, funny episode. And I guess that elimination is a little strange. I don't I don't dislike the elimination, but it is a little bit like I guess it is my only like tiny grudge maybe. And also the scene I just saw the scene after Scary Girl's elimination where Ripper for no goddamn reason decides, oh yeah, I'm gonna fart on the marshmallow and then just eat it. And I can't help but laugh every time watching that scene because it is what the fuck what is Ripper's thought process there? It makes no sense. I think it's funny. Speaking of farting, let's transition on to episode 5, which, as far as I'm aware, is currently the lowest ranked episode in the entire series, lower than Sunday Money Sunday. Do I agree it's a terrible episode, or it's worse than Sunday Money Sunday? Well, it is mediocre as hell. Even the fart jokes do bring it down a little bit, but even without them, it would have been a just okay episode. It would have been the weakest episode regardless, or one of them anyways. But the farting is a little bit much. I don't think this episode's worse than Sunday Money Sunday. I think the farting's too much. I think Sunday Money Sunday annoys me more. The farting here is like whatever. Just, I mean, there's some good parts in here. I do like. Probably, I'll give Chase this. His best scene is probably my favorite bit with him is in this episode where he's telling Z to hold onto his butt. That was good. And then afterwards, where Chase just abandons Z, and then Z's like, "Hey, I hold your butt," and then that was good. I actually like that. Of course, like I said, I should also mention Julia's little rant to the dinosaur. I think is a good idea. Well, I see an idea, but I find its missed potential. I feel like feel like feels like it's a little too late. And this is sort of getting into sort of Julia's character. Like personally, I find Julia becomes the villain too late, or more simply, there's just not enough build up to it. There's not enough build up to the villainy. Even sort of going through the season again, it's just the build up's not really there. And her yelling at the dinosaur, yeah, I feel bad for that dinosaur. I feel like it would have been so much more impactful if it was like another contestant or an intern, or just like an actual human being. That I think that could have been really interesting. And like, especially if it was like an intern, if she was young and an intern, like that would have been like, oh, that would have been really good. But whatever. This is a dinosaurs and total drama, whatever. I don't give a shit about that. Guess, yeah. I guess other than that, Damien's elimination was pretty predictable. Oh, he wants to quit, and then all of a sudden he doesn't want to quit, and that's when he gets voted off. Haha, hilarious. Everyone saw that coming, I'm pretty sure. The bit of the beginning episode was really good. Damien handing out the buttons and stuff. I mean, Damien, just this episode in general was really good. Ripper, I actually would say Ripper was really good this episode too. But that's because I like Ripper. I know people don't like Ripper, and that's okay. But yeah, this episode's pretty mediocre. Mediocre elimination. A kind of mediocre role, even though I praised it a bit, but it's pretty. There's a lot of stuff that I just don't really care about. Wayne Rudd in this episode just filler. It's nothing. Well, not the beginning, but like during the challenge or whatever. Challenge. The problem is the challenge is just so feels kind of boring. It's just get from one side of the island to the other, and that's just kind of boring to me. And yeah, the fighting doesn't help it. Without the fighting, it would have been like a 6 out of 10. It gets brought down to a 5. So it's 2. Alright, next is episode 6, which, interestingly enough, people find the best episode of this season, and also people are finding this, well, at least from this, it's apparently one of the best episodes in the entire show. I know, what a difference. I believe the only 2 episodes ranked higher than this being the final 2 episodes of World Tour. And maybe I'm just an idiot, but this episode 6, is it's just meh. It's one of the weaker. It's definitely one of the weakest episodes. And the problem, it's just again, I like Julia, but the way the whole thing is introduced just sucks ass in my opinion. And this elimination, in my opinion, sucks ass. I don't like it. I like Julia more than MK. But the way it's done, the build up is non-existent. I feel the build up's not there. How does Julia find it out? MK stole the stuff so quickly after MK says butt knuckles once. Why does Julia see butt knuckles in the confessional? How does she know so quickly, then find the stuff so quickly, then present the information, and people, and what I do like about the elimination is that MK's like, well, how could you just, what a coincidence, hey, wow, just being all sarcastic and stuff, and then Julie mentions pooping, and that convinces them, maybe, I don't know, like, and even if they did believe MK stole the stuff, how's that worse than Julie being a bitch this entire episode? In fact, Julie is the reason they lost the challenge. So I just do not see a way that Julia shouldn't go home yet. So yeah, I just think the illogical elimination ruined the episode for me, which is a shame because it's a damn good episode otherwise. Raj and Bowie's kiss, it's a little rushed. It's good. I do like it. Wayne's really good. One of my favorite. Pre is good actually. Pre is pretty good here. Yeah, it's just a Z is Z is good. Yeah, too. This is a good episode and a good challenge and a good everything else, but damn, that elimination just I can't get over it. And it sucks too for me because the idea is really good. I don't really like the idea of the elimination, but it's just for me the execution's poor. Anyways, episode 7, we've made it to the merge. 8.5. It's probably here, I would say. It's a good one for sure. Ripper is amazing. Chase and Emma getting back together. It's funny because it's like Julia wasn't expecting it to actually Chase to actually get back with Emma. I thought that was a little funny. And the first time Chase and Emma get together, it's like, oh, what? And it's like kind of stupid. But also, at least there's like, okay, there's more episodes to see what that's at. Yeah, Julia is now, after 2 episodes of being meh, she's actually good now. She's, the villain, like, strategy and everything. And one thing I like about Julia is she's fully aware that like, she could go home at any point. I like the self awareness. Julia is now good. The elimination's a little forced, I would say, but it's the right time. I feel like, and at least Raj tells Wayne that he's gay and he kissed Bowie, and hey, Bowie and Raj, like they kiss again, and Emma's like, love's love. That's nice. It's nice how they did that. Yeah, it's solid. Probably my favorite bit in the episode is Z pretending to be the bird. That shit that shit was that shit was funny. Episode 8, the food eating challenge, taste buddies. Ooh, okay. I think it's around here for me. So yeah, I'll put it there. Ripper being eliminated here is, at this point, if Ripper kept going, it would have been it's it's too much. Like, it would have been too much. It already is. Like, damn, Ripper went far in the season already. But yeah, I'm glad he got eliminated here. I mean, Z was definitely the highlight, for sure. And Emma and Chase breaking up again. It's like, oh, fantastic! I love that. Um, it was decent. It's all they say. It wasn't spectacular or anything. It's meant to be a disgusting food eating challenge. They never disgust me at all. I look on with some like, oh, cool. It's a 50-foot tape one. There. I do know that bothers some. Which is why I think it's rated lower than most of the other ones. Yeah, it's only 7 out of 10. But man, food eating challenges, they just don't discuss needs. They don't look, they never look grotesque enough in my opinion. So, whatever. Episode 9. Oh, I spit out my money, not my honey. This episode is interesting. It's good. It's a good episode. I like it. I do like this episode. Right here, right here. I think he is good. Come on. Yeah, that seems good. Z elimination is funny, a little bit forced, especially when Bowie asks to re-vote. That's kind of bullshit. Even though it does make sense why Chris would allow them to re-vote. But yeah, I think it's funny that Z's in like both of the two alliances that are there. Just realized I haven't mentioned Priya and Millie like at all so far. I'll mention it near the end, I guess, when it's relevant. Yeah, Z. I mean, Z is good here. I mean, Julia's pretty good. I don't know. This one's just a solid. This one's just solid. That's all. It's just a solid episode. Chase and Emma start to get on my nerves a little bit. I don't like Emma and Chase, but yeah. Emma and Chase starts to drag on. At this point, it's like it's just gonna keep happening. It's yeah, but overall it's a solid episode with a solid challenge. It's just I don't know what else to say. It just yeah, it feels it's funny, it's good. Nothing outstanding, but it works. That's all you need. That's all you need sometimes. You just need an episode that works. For the most part. Episode 10, A Whole Lot of Trouble. This is oh boy. Okay. So, I have to put it here, and it's I don't know if it's yeah, no, that feels like the right spot. Episode 10, honestly, is a good episode, but they make Emma and Chase get together, and, and they get together through like it's like an accident. Like it's bad, and well, I think it's meant to be bad on purpose, but that still doesn't excuse the fact that it sucks, and it's. I mean, yeah, Emma and Chase are like the toxic couple, and it's done on purpose for sure. Still makes it. It still sucks. It still sucks. Like, I'm glad no one in the show likes it. I don't like it. No one likes it probably. It's like Chase in this episode is such a dick. It's almost funny, but Chase to me, I think the problem with Chase to me isn't that he's a dick because I like Reboot. I feel like Chase just feels kind of boring, like kind of boring. Like he feels like he's just a one character, like he's one dimensional. I guess, and that's it's not good for a character that is in 10 goddamn episodes. You know, he makes final six. But he's just kind of nothing. But whatever. Challenge is alright. It's a unique take on a challenge. Well, unique. It rips off Survivor, but I appreciate it. Again, reminds me of Total Drama Destiny. One of the challenges they have to sit still. It's not on a pole, but it's funny. It's funny how those coincidences happen. I don't mind. Pre being dehydrated was kind of interesting, and I do I do like I guess I like how I like how the challenge ends. Chase being such a he just like he doesn't he's such a dick. He just knocks everyone else off, and like I don't know what the fuck I'm saying anymore. It's too late at night, but whatever. It's okay. It's all right. Episode 11. Don't hurt your selfie. Mm, it's pretty good actually. I'll put it here. It's pretty good. Julie's pretty good. Millie's pretty good in this episode actually. I'll give Millie that. Millie's okay throughout the season. She's pretty good in this episode. Bree is pretty good. Bowie and Emma's really the highlight of this episode. Even if goddamn Emma pisses me off a little bit because uh Emma and Chase, that's like it's a nightmare. It sucks, and like it's like so hypocritical because Emma's like you've been talking bad about Chase the whole time, and I'm just sitting there like Emma never talks Chase ever. I'm glad Bowie put some goddamn sense into her and was like, your boyfriend sucks ass, and I lost my respect for you. I'm like, yeah, damn, good on you, Bowie. He nailed it for sure. And yeah, I like Julia being a, I feel like Julia being a challenge, or like at least being like very determined. Because Julia knows she's going home otherwise. Yeah, it's a good episode, and maybe the elimination feels a little forced, I guess. Actually, Millie explains that they get rid of Emma because Bowie's shit at the challenge. I guess Emma did win episode 4 for the team. Hmm. I don't know. I just felt like it was more obvious that Bowie was the bigger threat, even if he sucked at this particular challenge. I mean, I guess he didn't really win the previous one, but then he sucked. I don't know. Actually, maybe it does kind of make sense. Yeah, these episodes are rated very similarly, like the last 5 episodes. Yeah, bad behavior. Episode 12. Um, it's okay. That's okay. 6 out of 10. Alright, here's what I'll do. Bump episode 6 up. It's like right, it's like episode 6 was like a 6.5 to me. Episode 12 better? No, I don't think it is. I don't think it, I'm leaving it at this. I don't like how Millie and Bria win this challenge. It's like, it's kind of dumb. I do like Bowie portraying Joe. It's really good. That was really awesome. Uh, and then the whole build of the whole season, set Notebook with Millie, it's an idea I like, but that takes way too fucking goddamn long to get to. Like, they built that shit up the whole season, and I'm like, yeah, that's so many of the cooler things you could have built up to that. But whatever. At least it's cool how Bowie finds MK's phone or whatever, and then gets the footage of Millie, and then uses that against her. And yeah, I guess, yeah. I guess the problem is like half the characters are like Millie and Priya, and I like Priya, I like Millie, but they're a little bland. Well, Millie especially feels kind of. Priya's a little interesting. Millie does feel a little meh, not awful or anything. It's just kind of like okay, she exists, I guess. I mean, Millie and Priya's friendships. It's decent actually. I'll give it that. It's decent. Yeah, at least it's a wholesome friendship for once, and not some toxic friendship or anything like that. Hey, wholesome stuff. It's cool. That's always good. Um, yeah. And finally, I love this game. The finale. It's good. It's actually good. I do. Mm, right there. I'm gonna put it there. It's a good finale. It's a good finale, but yeah, the final two with Bowie and Priya, I will say that it's very rushed. There's literally like 5 minutes left of the episode to do it, and I get why they spent the first 15 with the final three, because Millie's plot line or whatever. Millie and Priya probably forgive each other a little too quickly. Bowie probably enjoys himself a little too much in being a dick, but that's okay, I guess. More Ripper screen time. That's pretty cool, actually, but I'm sure I'm sure a lot of people who watch that probably hate at this point with the screen time. Um, Damien's really good in this episode. Hey, Caleb has a line. That's pretty cool. It's just, I think this episode's, it's a solid finale with some a decent challenge, not an amazing challenge, it's decent. We won't question how they ride wood logs over lava, but otherwise it's decent, it's good, it's solid. And I think that is going to be my ranking for the episodes of the season. I enjoy them all a decent amount. Even the weakest one, it's not abysmal or anything. It's just like it's okay. It's mediocre. Like for me, Sunday Money Sunday is probably like a 4, 3.5. It's like that episode annoys me too much. Those episodes, I even feel like the episode's more boring than episode 5 of the season, but damn, it's a weak episode. Episode 4 is so goddamn good. At the beginning of the season is really good, and then it's slowly even episode 6 is really good, except like I just whatever. I will say if I had to put the season in a ranking with all the other seasons, this new season just fits pretty much right in the goddamn middle, right around the Revenge of the Island levels, and in my opinion, just a little bit below Revenge of the Island. I think the highs of this season are better than the highs of Revenge of the Island, but I also find that I think Revenge of the Island is more rounded out overall. The lows of this season are they're lower than the lows of Revenge of the Island. So I guess Revenge of the Island is just it's more consistently good. Well, this episode I thought not this episode. This season is more all a little over the place. Like, oh, this episode's really good, and this episode's kind of meh. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, like and subscribe. And if you haven't, maybe you could check out my other video I did on the new season ranking the characters. Anyways, I'll see you all next time.